season home opener on Sunday Night Football. It is primetime football back in Houston. It hasn't been back in quite some time, and it is exciting to talk about our Houston Texans, a home opener in primetime. Man, it feels so good to talk about that. While you're at it, guys, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Remember, this is the lead where it's all Houston all the time. You're not going to find anyone with more passion talking about the Astros, Rockets, or Texans, unlike any channel. This is the one. Hit that bell for the noties. Go down in the comment section. Let me know, ladies, gentlemen. Let me know. What is the score prediction for tonight's game, for Sunday's game, not tonight? I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm excited. I want to see more Texans football. It's unfortunate we only get 18 weeks of this. Hopefully some extended playoff run and maybe a Super Bowl. But hey, who knows? I would love to see it. I'm getting carried away with myself. Without further ado, let's get into this game, man. Texans are playing the Bears. Drop your score predictions in the comments. I'm going to let y'all know right now. I can go here and talk about keys to victory and whatnot. And look, Chicago Bears, their interior offensive line is not very good. Texans should dominate the offensive line. They should really dominate them. The interior was not good last week against the Tennessee Titans. The Bears offense didn't even have an offensive touchdown last week. It was not pretty, and they still won the game because Will Levis and the Tennessee Titans stunk up the joint in the second half. And Chicago Bears took advantage of piss poor quarterback play. The Bears could be without both Rome Odunze and Keenan Allen for this game. Keenan Allen, I've seen a few tweets where it might still be up in the air for him on Sunday. Doesn't look like Rome Odunze is going to play. Both guys did not practice Thursday or Wednesday. Same thing on the other side for the Houston Texans. Dalton Schultz didn't practice Wednesday or Thursday. Pretty clear indicator that he's not going to be available on Sunday. So, it's going to be a Brevin Jordan, Kate Stover game at the tight end position, but that's no worries for me. I have faith and trust in both of those guys to do their thing. The Houston Texans also bolster their wide receiver group, so that's super helpful. You have a Joe Mixon, and it's CJ Stroud. As long as he's healthy, you're going to win the game, and you're going to win this game. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. The Houston Texans got to take care of business. That is something that I will say right now. They got to show up. They got to take care of business. They got to beat the teams they're supposed to beat. And they did it week 1 against the Indianapolis Colts. They need to do it again against the Bears this week in primetime football, because we all know last year's team is not beating this Bears team. We saw last year's team lose to the Panthers, lose to the Falcons, lose to the Jets, i.e. that there was some wonky weather. But regardless, those are the 3 teams you lost last year that you shouldn't have lost to. And the Houston Texans, I know, are not last year's team. They look a lot more mature and obviously are a lot better on paper than last year's team. And the Texans have to show up for this game. And if they show up, they're beating the crap out of these Bears. I'm telling you right now. Bad interior offensive line play. Caleb Williams looked inaccurate. Obviously, he's going to look better as the season goes along. Last week was his first week of football, finally getting his feet wet. A very rude awakening in week 1 as the Tennessee Titans really laid it on them for the first half of the game until they choked that second half. The Houston Texans, though, and we're not letting up, man. There ain't no let up with this team, and I expect a thrashing. I expect a beat down. I want it to be a blowout. The Houston Texans win this game, take this game 30-17 is what I'm going to say. I'll give them 17 points. I think Caleb Williams plays better, but ultimately the Texans are just too good of a team. They're better than the Bears. They should take care of the Bears. They shouldn't have to worry about this game. We shouldn't have to worry about this game as fans. I know it's only week 2 in the NFL, but how are they going to stop Joe Mixon? You saw how good it was running the game. Play action should be big time for them. Do they got the corners to really run with the 3 receivers? You got Jalen Johnson's not so bad, but overall, I mean, who's guarding Tank? Who's guarding Nico? Who's guarding Stephon Diggs? I mean, come on, man. The defense for the Bears is okay. The front 4 really played well last week against the Tennessee Titans. Darrell Taylor had a game and a half. really destroyed the fourth quarter against the Tennessee Titans. That is something to watch for, especially on the right side, being that Titus Howard didn't have the greatest game last week. I'm very curious to see how the Bears attack our offensive line, who struggled in pass blocking situations, but they didn't allow pressure, and they didn't allow anything to let up in the fourth quarter. So, who knows? But the run game is going to go well for the Texans. The Texans should beat the crap out of the Chicago Bears. I'm going 30 points, 30-17. It's hard for me not to predict 30 points for this team. Texans had 29 last week. So I'm going to give them 30-17. They do their thing. They destroy the Bears. They beat that ass. They show people who the real team in Texas is. They show people that we are a legitimate top 10, top 5 team in the NFL, and take care of business. That's all I got to say. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.